Right, good afternoon everyone, welcome to today's press conference with Thomas Tuchel. If you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand and we'll look to get through as many as possible. We'll start with the broadcast section and get underway with Paul Gilmore from Sky Sports.
Thank you. Hi Thomas, hope you're well.
Hi, I'm fine.
Thomas, I was going to ask you about the month of February. You have a chance to win 2 trophies, the Champions League is back. With that in mind, how much did the short break just help in terms of re-energising and recharging the batteries?
Well, it helped a lot and was absolutely necessary. As you know, we were the team who played the most matches and had the least break in between matches, and that cost us a lot of energy, and that was absolutely necessary for everybody. So it's great to be back, and it's a busy month ahead of us, and we're looking forward to it. It's good that it's like this.
You and your coaching staff this week were pictured having dinner with Marina Granovskaya, with a magician there, I believe. I just wondered, to be slightly nosy, who paid for that? What was the magician like? And on a more serious note, did it just kind of strengthen that bond between coaching staff and the hierarchy of the club?
No, absolutely not. It was to strengthen the bond and to say thank you to all the staff, because we were with all the staff and we privatized the restaurant in Cobham, and we were having a dinner with everybody, because it was the moment to do so, and it was a nice evening out, and the magician was very, very good, and so we had a good evening, and like I said, it was for everybody who works at Cobham, and we were happy to do it. Was good.
You've got Plymouth this week. Have you been able to get any of your injured players back for this one?
Our injured players. But not Reece James and not Ben Chilwell, unfortunately. All the other and not Ruben Loftus-Cheek. They are still injured. Everybody else was in training, except of course for Christian Pulisic and Thiago Silva. So everybody else was there. We had a good training week. Very rare that we have 4 training sessions to prepare a match. It was very nice to freshen up some tactical, to have a bit of a physical input that was more than normal. So very good. We feel well prepared. It's also necessary because we respect the competition. We respect our opponent for tomorrow. We respect the situation that for them is a unique game and a unique opportunity to show and have a situation where they have absolutely nothing to lose. So we have to be prepared for that, and of course we have now 1 week where we play the FA Cup semi-final, and then hopefully the final in the World Cup. So there is a connection, and we want to be prepared for it from tomorrow on.
How close did you come to getting Dembele in the transfer window, and are you satisfied with your January window?
Yes, I'm very satisfied, because it was a calm window, and to be calm and is always in doubt the best thing. We were open for things. I did not have contact with Usman, to answer your question very directly. So there was no contact in winter. There was no contact between us.
And a final one on Christian Pulisic. You mentioned him earlier. Played with the US in -16 temperatures, I think it was this week. Have you any conversations with him about that, or what did you make of that?
No, I just was aware today. I heard it today and was aware that it was like this today, and it was like I understood that it was like a bit of a revenge from the US to the hot temperatures in Honduras. So yeah, -16. I don't know if I would have been out there coaching. I'm not so good in these kind of temperatures, and the chill factor was even worse. So I'm happy that I was not involved or had to scout this team. Maybe even worse, to be on the tribune. Well, for him, it's like to be serious. For him, it's like quite a adaptation now to play in -16 and then go with us to Abu Dhabi and play in plus 24. And don't forget, for him and Thiago Silva, they did not have the break, so they had some days off now. And Christian will arrive tomorrow to travel. Tomorrow to travel with us to Abu Dhabi, and then we need to see how he adapts to this kind of extreme change.
Okay, we'll go to John Southall at BBC.
Thomas, can you hear me there?
Yeah.
You can, hi. Just you mentioned Reece James, how close is he to returning now?
Well, he's not in team training yet, so maybe that answers the question. I think like after this couple of weeks where he's out now, he needs also some time in team training to get the rhythm back, to get confidence back before we can think about letting him play. He does not travel with us tomorrow to Abu Dhabi because he is not part of team training, and that answers the question maybe.
Is there a frustration that you didn't manage to get any cover in? I know you spoke about the transfer window, but for the fullbacks?
No frustration, because I was also calm, and there was no frustration because I know what kind of quality we would need to add to a very, very strong group and a good group, and we trust in the players that we have, and it's also my job to find solutions when we have injuries. So no, we tried and we had ideas, but in the end we stick to what we have and we're happy with it. I mean, Reece will come back at some point, unfortunately not Ben Chilwell, but Reece will come back, and then he will compete for his place, and he needs also a place in the squad to fulfill his dreams and to reach his full potential. And as long it's like this, Aspi is at the moment in a fantastic form, in fantastic place, and that's why it's fine. We try to find solutions within our squad.
You spoke about the players having a break. Have you managed to get away? Have you had a bit of sun on your back? Do you feel refreshed?
I was here. The kids were in school, so it was like a pretty relaxing time here. I managed to take some work off the desk that was there for the last weeks. But you know, it's nice to have also like a daily life. Sometimes like this 1 week break was not necessary to go abroad, and of course it's good to deconnect at some point. The schedule was immense on us, and was also nice to come back again.
Okay, we'll go to Ian Abraham, Talksport.
Hi Thomas, how are you?
Good, thanks.
So a cup tie against Plymouth. I'm not going to do what I did in the last round. I think I upset you when I said you couldn't lose to Chesterfield. This is another game though where you're favourites, and it would be an almighty shock if you didn't win it.
Yeah, of course, would be a big surprise, but I mean, we would not be the first big surprise in 150 years of FA Cup, no. So we better be realistic about it, that we are the favourites, and when we demand of ourselves that we win this match, at the same time we respect the game, and anything can happen. That's the beauty of this game. That's why everybody is in love with football, and we should better respect it and take things serious. Of course, it's in our hands. Hopefully it stays in our hands, and from there we need to prove it. It's as simple as that. But we cannot hide from the fact that we are huge favourites, of course.
You mentioned before the last round that in Germany the tie would be the other way around. The small team will be at home and the big team will be away. Like this week with West Ham going into Kidderminster. But as you saw with Chesterfield when they came to Chelsea, this competition does give smaller teams a chance to have a fantastic day out at stadiums and against teams which, you know, they're never going to get again.
Yeah, This is a part that I can see and I can understand, and that I felt also from the team. And they were like after in front of the dressing room and talking to our players, and had the chance to swap a shirt and talk to the players, be in close contact, and to play in front of their support, like in their away supporters, but play at Stamford Bridge. This was a huge boost, and it will be like this for Plymouth. But let's be very honest. I mean, we could easily say that it's the best day maybe in their career, but we want to put it into one of the worst days of their career in terms of like we want to beat them, and we want to make things clear, that it's clear that we're the better team, the better side, and we don't want them to have the best time of their life, and we don't want to have them having a very good experience at Stamford Bridge. But how do we do this? We treat them with respect. We will prepare the team, and we will have a strong team on the pitch tomorrow to make it to the next round. The rules are the rules, and I'm happy that we have a home match.
Just one more, if I can, very quickly. Just on those two players you mentioned, with Pulisic and Thiago Silva. I know that they had an international window to go and play games, but other teams like yourselves are going to be deprived of playing players this weekend because they've arrived back so late. Does the whole calendar need to be rethought of in terms of allowing players to go and play international games at the expense of their home team, their clubs that pay them every week?
Yeah, for me, yes, because it now is about quantity and not about quality. And the people want to see quality football, and they want to see the quality players, and for this they need to be fresh, and they cannot be injured. They need to be healthy, and that's why we need a leaner schedule. Yeah, and absolutely yes. I mean, we had like in this 1 year now at Chelsea, I think we had 67 matches or something like this. And then if you put on European competition qualifiers for the national players, it's immense, and the effort is huge. So yeah, everybody wants to see the top players. Everybody wants to see top level football. But less is sometimes more. I don't have a solution right here, right now, but the general opinion is clear.
Okay, we've got time for 2 more questions in this section. We'll go to Nick Purewell and then finish with Liam Toomey.
Thanks, Thomas. How much of a blow is it not to have Reece available for the Club World Cup then? And also just a word on Kennedy. Obviously, you've seen him named in the Premier League squad. Is it obviously he's been at the club, been a Chelsea player for a long time. But is this, I suppose, it's the kind of I guess it's a clean slate for him with you, and an opportunity for him to start. Yeah, absolutely
a clean. What do you call it? Clean slate? Yeah. How do you call it? Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. I cannot agree more. And I think he knows it. I know him since many years. I followed him when he started at Chelsea. I followed him when he played for Newcastle. I was very impressive in the beginning of his career. Very promising. He lost track a little bit. Maybe he could not fulfill his own dreams. He could not fulfill like the demands that everybody, or like I even from outside had when I saw him and his potential. But this is life sometimes, and he gets a second and third chance now to be here. And this is what it is about. It's not about the past. It's not about what happened, what did not happen. He was good in pre-season. He decided he wanted to go back to Brazil to take the chance there, and now we had the situation with Ben, and having Kenny and Emerson on loan, and Kenny was possible, and then I'm happy that he's here. Now it's his duty to get fit, and we have to bring him to match fitness, and then he needs some minutes. However, that will work out, and he needs to deserve it. But yeah, he's now part of the group. He's a very nice guy, very, very talented, and let's see where he is, and if he can maybe make it. I think it's a huge opportunity for him, and I'm more than happy to give it to him, and to help it to make the best out of it, to help him. What was the first part of your question?
Just about how much of a blow is it not to have Reece available?
Well, I'm too long manager to also have a feeling for injuries and not to get overexcited just by pure dates that are maybe out there when a player can come back. I know that you can have setbacks, and I know it can take long sometimes. It depends, and the injury was a big injury, and I felt it straight away, and the diagnosis was straight away that it's a big injury, and from there okay, we need to be patient. It's hamstring injury. It's always a bit a tricky one, and he is a very, very physical player. Then he unfortunately caught the flu. And this was like the setback in the last week, that he lost days in his process of coming back to the team, and was a bit of a setback for him. But we are patient. We want to have him. We want to have him tomorrow on the pitch, of course, but it's not happening at the moment, and you have to be patient. I know that everybody works hard. I know that Reece himself works hard, and he's in best hands. And from there we go.
Okay, then we'll finish this section with Leo.
Hi Thomas, I just wanted to follow up on Kennedy, if that's okay. And you've spoken about the huge opportunity that he has now training with the group. I just wondered, what was your impression of him being in the sessions, in terms of working with him day to day again? And specifically, how viable an option do you think he is for that left wing back role?
I think if we play with a wing back, he is a perfect role for him, giving his profile and considering his profile as a player. He has a very strong left foot. He's very strong in possessional play. He can shoot and cross very, very precise. And that's more or less it. I mean, he's very, very talented. There was never a doubt about this, and now it's about like having the right mentality and having the right mindset to take this huge opportunity whenever the next step is needed. He will fight for his place, and the others hopefully will take on the fight to not let him take their place away. And and then it depends which formation we play, but a wing-back role suits him very, very good.
Okay, we'll end the broadcast section there. We'll now